Hi, my name is Mark Polton. I'm a real estate investor in the greater Charlotte, North Carolina area. I'm what you would call a no frills, no thrills real estate investor. If you're looking for somebody with a shiny car in the background, that really cool studio office with the globe or the map of the world in the background, or somebody who's trying to sell you a $19.95 a month subscription to their newsletter, I'm not that guy. Check out a different channel. So I was watching a Clayton Morris video, and from about 9 months ago, and I'll link it below. And he was talking about the new Trump tax cuts, I don't even remember what the official name is, but we'll call them the Trump tax cuts. And it had changed the amount of money that you can pay your children to participate in your business, and there are some restrictions to it, from $500 to $1,000 a month. And I'm not sure it's actually monthly. I just think it went from about $6,578 to $12,000 a year is really what it comes down to. And it really got me thinking, and I started researching, and I even emailed Clayton, and he was gracious enough to email me back. But what is the advantage of that? So your kids don't have to pay taxes. They don't have to pay income tax. They don't have to pay Medicare tax. They don't have to pay any kind of income tax on that at all. Now, I don't know what the state ramifications of that are. I doubt that they will have to file they certainly don't have to file a federal tax return if they make $12,000 or less a year. And I would imagine that the states probably follow suit with that. You still have to file a W-2 for your children for the wages that they've earned. But what happens is if you can find a way for your kids to help you in your business. My children, they come and paint, they clean, they help. My son will help go and get batteries out. At the end of the day, he'll go get the rechargeable batteries out of the back of my car, make sure they're all plugged into the multi-charger. And just accompanies me and helps me do yard work and just all kinds of whatever needs to get done. He's able to help. The girls help painting and other things. Probably going to get one of our oldest daughters to do the bookkeeping. Anyways, you can pay them as an employee, and that is a business expense. So the business expense allows you to have a write-off. And let's face it, the whole reason you're in real estate investing, buy and hold, is for write-offs. Um, anyways, we need more write-offs. I'll expand on that in a minute. And rather than taking a draw, which is how you as the owner are going to remove money from your from your business, bear in mind that that's going to probably be taxed. That's considered when you draw, you're drawing on the profits of a business. And in this line of business, there's a blurry line here, right? Because my business makes money, but in 2017 I had a $57,000 loss, uh, and so and that has to do with all the write-offs that we get. We get depreciation, which is king for most people. We buy our property so cheap that in many instances depreciation is nothing, or it's at least minuscule. All the repairs that you do, cell phone bills and stuff like that. It's all about write-offs. You got to get that down. In 2016, our losses were over 70,000, and because we're able to claim real estate professional, uh, we're able to take that against our W-2 income. So a $50,000 or a $70,000 write-off against your W-2 wages. So, for instance, if you made $100,000 and you had a $50,000 loss, the way that we do it, uh, you're to the IRS, you actually only made $50,000 that year, and so you're going to get a huge tax return, or a huge refund is what I meant to say, and that is the power. And really, if you're in this business, one of the first goals that you want to do is you want to reduce your income tax liability to zero or pretty close. In 2016, I think we were 1.34%. We paid an income tax. 2017 is right around 5.5% in income tax. Really kind of a little bit disappointed that it was that high. So common write-offs that you can do is and let's face it, you your business needs to start making money, and then you need to start moving your normal expenses over to your business. For instance, your internet access, right? Internet access is a completely legitimate business expense. Your cell phone bill, completely legitimate business expense with one caveat. The IRS says it's the first line has to be a personal line. Now, if you look at most cell phone bills, that first line is the most expensive line. Uh, especially in a group plan, that could cost you as much as $60. So how do you get around this? Well, we have a Magic Jack. For $90, we can get a 5-year contract on Magic Jack, and that's our first home line. We rarely use it, but it's there, and that way we can write off 100% of our cell phone bill. We have T-Mobile, so we get to write off Netflix along with that, even at 4K, because we actually watch a lot of real estate flipping shows, a lot of real estate investing shows, and all of that is education. And there's tons of documentaries on there as well, so it's a legitimate business expense. You need to move everything. Your home office. You need to set aside a part of your office, part of your home, and that is going to be your home office, so you can have the home office deduction. There's just so much. Any computer stuff you buy, cell phone cases, cell phone protectors. Uh, if you buy a new cell phone, that's a business write-off. If you buy Apple Care for your cell phone, that's fine. Picked up a new MacBook Pro, that's a business. Well, a new used MacBook Pro, that's a business expense. Stuff that you were normally going to buy, you're going to shift over to there. Uh, you know, there's a whole thing about the going out to eat and making that a business expense. Way too long and complicated to get involved, and it's for a different. Check out Clayton Morris on the meal and entertainment expense. It's a little bit more complicated. Anyways, um, to get back to the original point, is I'm going to be meeting next week with a CPA slash tax attorney to discuss how I can maximize this particular strategy. Um, I have some ideas. I'm not sure how kosher they're going to be with the IRS, but I have some ideas on shifting some stuff around. If we can we have 4 children, so that's up to $48,000 in tax write-off, uh, or a write-off for the business. That would be huge, huge for us. Um, I mean, depending on how we can utilize this, this is a game changer for our business, at least at this stage. And you buy clothes for your kids, you give them lunch money, you let them go out, shift, get them to work in your business and shift that money over to the business where they pay them as an employee, and they take it out of their own money, right? You don't have to spend $500 a month on clothes or whatever, insurance, car insurance or whatever. That would normally come out of your paycheck. Have it come out of their paycheck, right? Take those expenses off of your plate, and it's like giving yourself an instant raise. And at the end of the year, you have all these tax benefits where you get a big fat check back from gosh, from the IRS. Uh, make sure you do it legal. Consult with a CPA and a tax attorney. Obviously, I'm not giving you legal or financial advice. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a tax attorney. I'm not an attorney of any sort. So, all of this you need to verify on your own. However, that is the name of this game, is to shift all of your expenses that you possibly can onto the business. Your business needs to make money, so you got to go out there and do the work. But something to think about. We're going to spend the money to pay a tax attorney and a CPA. I don't care if it's $300 an hour, $400 an hour. Uh, I probably have an hour's worth of questions to ask him, and it'll help me go over. It'll help me solidify some ideas and let me know what I can and can't do. Anyways, I hope you go out there and live the "you won't stop me" lifestyle. I can tell you this: you won't stop me. Going to be successful. Financial freedom is literally just around the corner for us. We're looking very excited to 2019 and to 2020. So I wish you success.